Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here discussing how to hit Shaddolls, and I did a series on how to hit the different meta decks before a couple weeks before the ban list in like 2012 format, and just never really got back to it, but I want to start doing that again because it's an interesting thing to discuss. And the first thing that I want to point out is I don't think that any of the actual Shaddoll cards are that overpowered or that likely to be hit. I mean, it's a new set, new archetype, Konami wants to sell it, which I don't really necessarily believe that Konami makes ban lists to sell cards, and maybe that's naive of me, but I think that they are actually trying to balance the game and just keep things fun for everyone. So I think what they would rather do is take out some of the various support cards for the deck. BLS is a sacky boss monster that was banned for a very long time and has been abused in many decks since it came back, and I think that this would be an easy way to take out their potential to OTK, or at least like eliminate a bit of their power. Dark Arm Dragon could be limited again, take something from the OCG. It's limited, it could be banned. This is a boss monster that Shaddoll decks have been using just because they manipulate the grave fairly well, and it's really powerful. I don't personally think that's going to happen. Mathematician limit. This card is used in Shaddolls, in Burning Abyss, and Satellanites, a few builds of Satellanites, so I feel that this card is very likely to be hit or limited. Not banned probably, but just limited to take out some of their consistency. Likewise, Armageddon Knight and Mathematician are used somewhat interchangeably, so one of these two or both even could be limited. Hitting Armageddon Knight would also slightly hurt Infernities. Super Poly is just a very powerful card that could possibly be limited. I feel that Mathematician and Armageddon Knight are more likely than Super Poly. And then Shaddolls have been moving away from the artifact engine, but I still feel that Morale Attack and or Sanctum limits are likely. Personally, I feel that Morale Attack should be limited over Sanctum because limiting Sanctum takes out the pure artifact deck, and no one really plays that. But why not just make it so that they can't be used as an engine rather than killing artifacts as an archetype completely. Finally, the three Shaddoll cards that could possibly be hit are Sinister Shadow Games, Winda, or Construct, and just a limit to all of these. However, I still feel that the archetype itself is rather unlikely to be hit. So my personal opinion is Mathematician to 1, possible BLS ban, and then Armageddon Knight to 1, along with Mathematician. Possibly Super Poly. I think Morale Attack is very likely to be hit, and I don't think anything from the actual Shaddoll deck is going to be hit. So if you agree with me, post some comments down below and thumb up the video, and if you don't, tell me why down in the comments, and peace out YouTube.